Aiden and Morgan. I don't actually know what day it is. I'm doing this as a backup because I don't want to get punished if I can't get a video up one day in Alabama. And I decided that for videos that are going up on days when I didn't actually film them, filler videos, if you will, I'm going to do them while wearing fun things on my head. I hope that explains the top hat. So I thought what I would do for this video is read to you some excerpts from this book called Discourse on the Attractiveness of Dead Philosophers and Other Musings of Fevered Minds, written by someone named Anna, someone named Elizabeth. Oh, look at me! I don't think there's any better way to explain this book to you than to read the blurb on the back. So please enjoy. None of you particularly enjoy feeling intellectually inferior to a bunch of ugly guys who died centuries ago. The sad truth is, though, that these philosophers really were smarter than you can ever hope to be. So the question then is, how do you console yourself now that you are aware of your own utter incompetence? Simple! Enhance your self-confidence by laughing unmercifully at some men who can't possibly defend themselves. We have conveniently given each philosopher an attractiveness rating on a scale of 1 to 10 and provided rational justification for each choice in a concise commentary. Please feel free to judge each philosopher for yourself. Just don't sue us. So, basic rundown of the book. This is what it looks like. At the top, you've got a picture, a name, and a picture of the philosopher, then the rating number, and then a little description. I'll go ahead and read John Locke since it's already open. Locke, rating of 3. Oh dear me, Locke, snigger. His nose makes Voltaire's look like a small wart. Seriously, you could put an eye out with that thing. Obviously, plastic surgery wasn't included in the right to property. Too bad he didn't come up with Pursuit of Happiness. Maybe he would have ended up with a higher score then. Locke's basic human rights. The right to life, liberty, property, and tissues. The authors apologize for all the nose jokes, but look at it. It's massive. Let's see, what's another good one? I'm gonna do a good one. Oh, I know who, where are you? Machiavelli. Okay, he's one of my favorites. He also got a rating of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to offer you a grave and utterly sincere warning to keep Machiavelli away from your small male children at all costs. We'll give him a couple of points because if you remove the creepy smile and the creepy eyes and the creepy everything, he's not exceedingly unattractive. But for being such an absolute monarchist, the guy has an absurdly small head. And I have to wonder why the medieval condom he appears to be holding has 2 slots. Perhaps we'd better not go there. In any case, the ending conclusion of Machiavelli's sinister appearance more than justifies the means of any explanation we can give. Just look at the picture. Now I'm going to read you someone who got a good score. Kierkegaard. I may have trouble reading this one without giggling because I literally laugh every time I read this paragraph. I'm using the word literally correctly. It happens literally every time. Kierkegaard got a rating of 8. Kierkegaard is surely one of the more attractive philosophical thinkers in history. It's not really his fault that the only decent picture of him happened to have deteriorated in the exact center of his pupils. See, I told you I laugh every time. I can't read this without laughing. It's not really his fault that the only decent picture of him happened to have deteriorated in the exact center of his pupils, which are very large, by the way. Perhaps this was done intentionally to cancel any basilisk effects. He also appears to have been either struck by lightning or someone never told him the correct amount of hair gel necessary for styling purposes. His lips are very aesthetically pleasing, however, and his nose, contrary to those of most other philosophers, is less than half the size of his head. And we can always idealistically hope that he was hotter in person. The nose chart. One thing the authors of this book noticed when rating the philosophers was that almost all of them have ridiculous noses. In the interests of science, we have here provided for you a side-by-side comparison. Study well, there will be a test. Nose test. And there's all the noses and their names, and you could draw lines. I never bothered to do that. And then we added in some handy statistics. And we did an About the Authors section. I don't want to read you theirs because of privacy, but I'll read you mine. My quote that I picked was, "I reject your reality and substitute my own." Adam Savage. Mythbusters. Krista has lived most of her life in the little-known big city of Las Vegas. When she's not casino hopping, she's taking care of her children, Elfie and Elphabel. The children are a long story, don't ask. As a future aspiring Broadway actress, Krista currently makes her lack of money writing books with the L girls and wasting her time at an institution known as school. Oh, and she owns her own fridge. How amazing is that? The L girls was a name for me and these other 2 girls, and the fridge was actually an internet forum. We did credit where we got all the pictures, because that's important. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.